Armas said, she could feel the presence of Marilyn Monroe. And you know what? I believe her because Kim said the very same thing when she went to pick up. Hey guys, welcome back to the last episode of EXE Now Working.
Of the year, we're gonna be here for 2023, don't worry.
So this week we thought we'll do a 2022 recap.
And we thought we'll just talk about some of the iconic moments that happened this year. So I think this year was actually quite entertaining, and I also felt like this year was a little bit more longer. Maybe it's because Corona just ended this year and we lost track of 2019, 2020 and 21.
Yeah, I think 2022 was felt like a final nail in the coffin for COVID. Yeah.
You know, we say final nail in the coffin, but I keep hearing news of it coming back, and every day I live in dread.
Making my way downtown.
Hey. How y'all doing?
You know what? We're ready to move on. And we're ready to look at all the things that happened this year that was not
Corona inspired.
That's
the
right.
most easily put. So we'll start with the first thing. Okay, what do you want to start with?
Okay, so obviously the beginning of the year we had Euphoria release, and it may have not been. Actually, no, it was pretty significant. It was a very big moment, and you know what I'm talking about, right? Lexi's play.
Yes. But I feel like Maddy's slap.
Yeah, and Ethan, of course, he started off 2020 year for us, and I think that was the best thing.
Ethan went from best boy, supportive boyfriend to an icon. So after that, we have the Don't Worry Darling press tour. Even though it happened very recently, I feel like we should mention that the press tour got way more, limelight than the movie itself. I didn't watch the movie, and I don't know anybody who watched the movie.
I mean, with the whole did Harry spit on Chris Pine or not? What do you think? Did you think...
Listen. I don't think there was any reason for Saliva to be a part of this. I don't think anything happened. I just think it was the wrong angles, and maybe they just hyped it up. So one more movie that came out but actually won with the negative marketing was this movie called Morbius, where the movie was actually terrible and people memed about it, and I think there's this weird memes it's morbing time or something like that. And so the movie was rated to be so bad that people went and watched it and made it a box office success because people went to watch the shit on it.
Country boy, I love you.
And how can we forget?
I don't think Blonde was a good movie. I have nothing nice to say about that movie. But in no ways is Ana de Armas a bad actress, because she did an amazing job.
She was not responsible for the way this movie was written and taken. But I will say, while she technically portrayed Marilyn to perfection, she could not capture the charm and the confidence that Marilyn had. Ana de Armas came off as this girl who just wouldn't stop crying at every turn. She looked like she was completely lost at every moment, and even songs and scenes that she recreated of Marilyn's, when you do a scene by scene comparison, you can see that there's this charm that exudes out of Marilyn that you could not...
Exactly. I think it was this one, Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend, where she wears that iconic pink dress, and there is a scene like that even in Blonde. And with Marilyn, it's so lively, and she's making these facial expression, and she's vibing and grooving, and when you see it in Blonde, you just see she's doing her best. It's somebody who's trying so hard. Maybe it's what the director felt was, yeah, this is Marilyn Monroe. how I envision her, which is like why she was so much more than a sad girl. She supported a lot of women. She's a little on the egoistic side too. Lady wore a potato sack to say, yeah, I'm gorgeous. It's not the clothes, it's me.
No, the most important thing we have to remember and we have to mention is that it was based on a fictional book. It's not a biographical tale. That was one example of Marilyn Monroe not
Slander. Marilyn Monroe slander. Let's call it that.
Yeah, I mean the fact that they went to her house and shot at the exact room that she died in to recreate her death scene, and Ana de Armas said, she could feel the presence of Marilyn Monroe. And you know what? I believe her because Kim said the very same thing when she went to pick up her dress, the Marilyn Monroe's diamond-studded dress.
Yeah, happy birthday, Mr. President dress.
Yeah. So she said she was not playing around. Well, she got a lock of Marilyn's hair and she was like, I'm gonna do some voodoo stuff to connect with her. And I'm pretty sure Marilyn was just like done with everybody at this point. So yeah, definitely the year of Marilyn getting really annoyed.
Ariana, what are you doing here?
We are going to talk about another queen now, who's an actual queen who passed away. That's none other than
Queen Elizabeth II. And King Charles finally became king, and I think this was a very difficult transition for everybody in the country.
Statement from His Majesty the Queen, a statement from His Majesty the King. You can see that even those of us who have followed this for a long time can still make those mistakes. His Majesty the Queen.
The King.
His Majesty the King.
King Charles' first week as king was very eventful. I mean, the pen was really giving him a lot of trouble, so...
But throughout my life, I have only seen people make Queen Elizabeth some sort of immortal. Like, I've seen memes of, the earth combusting and Queen Elizabeth being the sole survivor off to invade alien spaceships, okay? I've seen memes like that, and then, suddenly people say, she's actually passed on. And I'm like, this sounds a little shady. Exactly when this was my thought process, I come across this internet article that goes, Trisha Paytas gave birth the exact same time as when the Queen died.
Huh? What? Oh. Okay.
And almost everybody kept making memes about how Trisha's child was like the reincarnation of the Queen. And I'm just like, okay, I see I have manifested something really weird. Do you want to know what the name of the so-called reincarnation of the Queen is?
You know what? I think whoever came up with this theory watched Om Shanti Om a little too much. We're no strangers to the amazingness of Om Shanti Om, but like, let's not manifest it in these ways.
So the name of the child is, I don't think it's gonna shock you, but I have to say it. No. Malibu Barbie Paytas. Hackmon.
You know what? I am not surprised.
Elizabeth II returning as Malibu Barbie was not something any of us saw.
But it is what we all needed. This year, we were blessed with the enigma that was Julia Fox, who dated Kanye so he would leave Kim Kardashian alone. And for that service, we thank you, Julia Fox.
I will never understand half the things this woman says, but here I am for more. I hope she's there around for 2023 because, we need her.
I agree.
I was Josh Safdie's muse when he wrote Uncut Gems.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like things like
Right.
that.
This is I don't know what significant. No, you know what? This holds a very great significance for a lot of people, and that is the fact that BTS is departing for the army. I know you said it was just one person, but
Oh yeah, yeah. I think one of the oldest member, who goes by the name Jin, is like, bye bye guys, see you in the army.
so yeah. I mean, my question is, why aren't they all going together? I mean, this is-
Maybe some of them want to, like, you know, spend some time doing something else and then go into the army. No, I think they will time it out. I think maybe like it'll start with one person going, and then maybe like 2 months after or something. Like, I think they'll all probably leave. They probably have a plan. Listen, they've taken over the world. The other more memorable thing that happened this year was, I think that was a FIFA and Argentina won. I am sorry, we are not the right person to deliver this news. We know nothing about sports.
yeah. Go watch the actual sports channels to know why this was such a significant victory for Messi. Because
We cannot contribute. We apologize. One more thing that was of extreme significance was that we had finally reached 8 billion in terms of population. Like, we are expanding dramatically.
That's right. Not so sure how we feel about that. Just hoping that it doesn't reach like 9 billion and 10 billion in the next 3 to 4 years, because we're increasing exponentially. Like, this is not even like a steady increase.
So remember when people say, you know, the meteors destroy the dinosaurs, and every time there is something that caused mass extinction, and I feel like mankind is the answer to the current extinction. I think we were created to bring about the extinction of all species.
So you're saying we're the meteorite that's gonna
Kill? Yes.
Okay. Didn't see it that way, but
So there was this one episode in One Punch Man where there's a monster called Virus Man or something, and it goes, I'm not the virus, the people are the virus. And I'm like, you're speaking a lot of sense here, you know? I'm just very concerned for my own well-being and my mental health by accepting what you say, but yeah.
I'm telling you, man, like the you know, as we become adults, the villains start to look like heroes. Like, everybody who wants to destroy the planet, they have such very good reasons to do so. I mean, let's take Thanos himself. I mean, he's like, you guys are ruining the world. I'm gonna cut your population by half and then, you know, figure shit out. And he does it so beautifully.
Chad is the biggest Thanos fangirl there is.
Hi, Kevin. I'm your biggest fan.
Like, Chad's existence is like, Thanos writes a philosophy book, Chad will go get it autographed. That's how much Chad loves Thanos.
Listen, I'm gonna just spit out straight facts, okay?
Oh my god, I'm scared.
Thanos only wanted to make half the world's population disappear, and he randomly, this was a random selection. This was not, oh, the rich people are gonna get preference, or even the poor people are gonna get preference. There was no bias in this decision. So, green flag.
I see green flag. Okay.
Second, he killed them. Okay, well, I don't want to say kill.
Mercifully, is that what you're trying to imply? You just disintegrated without even realizing you disintegrated.
Exactly. He did not kill them. They just sort of disappeared. You know, we could have had a plague. We could have had a virus. He could have taken any form to destroy half the population, and he chose to painlessly disintegrate them. Green flag number 2.
Okay. There.
So, honestly, I think Thanos had it together. He sacrificed a lot for these decisions that he took, and we're just gonna let him rest. Yeah, I think we started off just talking about the most significant pop culture references that happened this year, and somewhere along the way we realized a lot more happened this year, and they all deserve a mention. And yeah, I mean, if you guys feel like we missed something, what were your most significant moments in entertainment this year? Let us know in the comments below. And we'll see you guys in the new year. We're having some exciting things in the works. We're gonna be dropping a trailer very soon. So keep watching this space for more, and Happy New Year! Bye.